found ourselves another land, which is going to be useful considering Kibler's about to blow up that.
Does Kibler have an answer to the Thought Card combo? He's got a Band Charm.
Band Charm, yeah.
Kibler moves his hand so much.
Yeah, it's crazy. I'm convinced that, like, for the first couple of years of Kibler playing, when he did that, he just, like, dropped his hand on the table every single round, and slowly he learned. But he was good enough that it didn't matter.
I can play with my hand revealed. I'll still beat you.
I know AJ Soccer has a story that he was at a local store in Chicago, and his opponent, he was playing, like, some control deck with Cryptic Command, and, like, his opponent was playing so bad that just, like, in the middle of the game, he just dropped his hand face up on the table. It was like, you're still dead, man. There's no way you can possibly win this game. At, like, 3 or 4 turns before the game was over.
I've done that once or twice before. I haven't, like, you know...
Been a DB
yeah, I haven't taken it that far. But playing against Mono Red and I'll have 3 Baneslayers.
Sure.
Try and speed up the game a bit.
Yeah. I like the fact that you're worried about speeding up the game against a Mono Red deck. Like, yes, you did. It's going.
Well, I'm kind of a slow player, so every minute I get counts.
I understand.
Jerry constantly makes fun of me.
Who does Jerry not make fun of?
I don't know.
Me.
That's a fine question. Nate Price.
I am immune to Jerry.
Are you on the list?
I am on the list.
You are on the list?
I think it was one of the first names on the list. So.
You searched the top 4 cards.
Who else is on the list? Gabe Walls?
Yeah, right. Gabe is like
Gabe
target number 1 or
worst.
target number 2, yeah.
Any goodies?
The Aven Mind Sensor in response to sacrificing a Misty Rainforest.
Yes.
That is a pretty big deal.
Man. I don't know.
Actually, it's not.
Still shuffle your deck, right?
You're not allowed to.
Yeah, it's part of the. Yeah, you still shuffle your deck.
If there's more than top 64.
There's going to be more.
But
Still found it though.
Probably. I believe in the answer.
he thinks there's
Oh,
going
sorry.
to
What
be.
am I saying? Yeah, you're right.
Okay.
The announcer was apparently very confusing to Ben. So.
Everything's very confusing.
There will be people in top 64 with more than 2 losses. So if you have 1 loss, you are yes.
All right, we have a Chalice set on 0 and a Thopter Foundry coming into play.
Kibler has the Bant Charm in his hand.
You're at 9 left?
I guess we see what's going to happen
Yeah,
soon.
Band Charm, I can kill you. You gotta just make sure we actually.
Kibler shows the Bant Charm, and
Is that
If you're playing Path, I'm gonna kill you.
yeah,
Sure, okay.
I think the Knight is 6/6.
You're the one that started about
Lands
time.
in the graveyard.
Yeah,
So 6 plus 3 is 9, I hear, and Wescoe's. Wait, Wescoe can game. Oh, there's
Yeah, there's a land. All
so.
right. Yeah.
So
Yeah, I mean, I showed it to you actually, but you told me to keep going, so.
He's mana screwed up.
I mean, you know, Ranger for fanatics.
Oh wait, he brought it back.
So those mock fanatics we were mocking earlier, like, ended up being really
good there.
But they only turned out to be really good because, I mean, like, it's the reason. Yeah, and Kibler. I mean, I guess having access to the. Why is that card? The
No,
the one that gets them.
2025.
Stoneforge Mystic? Ranger Vios?
Ranger Vios, thank you. I'm like, I don't know how to describe him anymore, despite the fact that I know all of his stats.
Juan Ruel.
Yeah.
Those fanatic.
That thing that does the stuff.
Sweet coverage reporter.
He busts the business.
The business
Yeah,
at the deli.
yeah. Get Captain Doctor to bust some business at the delis for us.
What is going on?
Oh, you don't know about this, do you?
How many people are on the list? I'm now
On the
curious
list?
about this list.
It's got to be less than 5.
This is a list of people he doesn't hate, right?
Ah,
Yeah. Okay, just making
Yeah,
sure we're talking about the same list.
The list has got to be. I mean, it's got to be a fairly short list, or like people who are fairly spared from his ire, I should say. 'Cause I mean, he's got a few people he doesn't hate. Like the list is that he's actually getting soft in his old age. Like the number is growing significantly. He used to be such a ball of rage and anger, not anymore. So
He's grown up.
One of my
Growing.
we're gonna call it that. Yeah.
One of my favorite Magic stories is a Jerry T story from one of the Grand Prix that's Mirrodin block.
Okay.
He's like playing for day 2, and his opponent is like has 5 lands in play, and Jerry is bashing in with like the 3/1 artifact guy.
All right.
And his opponent's like, come on deck, give me a card, taps on the top of his deck, draws, passes the turn. Jerry attacks him for 3. Come on deck, draws, passes the turn. His opponent, Jerry attacks for 3, putting his opponent down to 1 life. His opponent's like tapping the top of the deck. He's like, come on deck, 1 time. Draws the 6 land, puts the 6 land in play, taps all 6, Molder Slug, passes the turn. Jerry's like, you died of mana burn. And he could have cast Molder Slug all of these turns before.
Steve's gonna come over and get some,
That sounds pretty accurate.
action.
I love when Jerry can be a jerk, but it'll be like a joking,
all I do is
like
shuffle a lot.
fine-spirited jerk. Like in the top 8 in Grand Prix Denver, I think it was the finals that like he was playing against his opponent. His opponent mulls the 6, and then Jerry's just across the table going five.
Standard.
Yeah. I'm like, you wouldn't be doing this if it wasn't being covered right now. He's like, I wouldn't be doing it nearly as aggressively as I am, but I'd still be doing it. Yeah, fair enough.
Just a friendly reminder, tomorrow we'll be holding those at 8:30 a.m. Registration PTQ start.
That is that's a nice looking hand. A little slow.
Thirst.
Rock's War Monk. A fine suite of lands.
Doesn't look like Kibler's thing.
It's a cat and a bunch of spells.
Yeah.
What's that?
It's like Path to Exile, Band Charm, couple
Negate.
lands, Negate, and Wild Cattle. So it makes the hand all good.
Yeah.
I hear Wild Cattle makes the world
Spend
go
it.
round. Is that true or false?
I am personally not a big cat
I mean, I'm just
fan.
joking with this one.
It makes me sick.
Let's be honest now. Nicoddles for life?
Yeah, he's not playing any Nicoddles in his deck. Surprising to me. Are you surprised that Nicoddles for life, Craig Wescoe, is not playing any Nicoddles in his deck?
I am. I have never seen him play an event
Deep in the tank.
where that card is in the format and he doesn't.
Except for
have
the
it
Pro
in
Tour he
deck.
topped for it.
Oh well, that doesn't count.
Or
Secrets.
I
or
guess I forgot about that one. But he is a man that loves his cats.
It's true.
David Sharkman 120.
David Sharpman beat Matt Costa in the other feature match. Matt Costa, a local Boston player, friend of mine. David Sharpman won the last Legacy 5K that we covered
Orlando,
in Orlando.
Florida.
The Wild Mikado will be inflammable.
So, turn 1 Nicoddle. 1-1 for Kibler.
That happens all the time. 1/1s on turn 1.
Facing down a turn 1 prompter.
Yeah.
Is that 2 thirsts and
I think it's a land.
Another land, yeah.
Cast Thirst turn main.
Did not get there.
Discard
Chaos
sword.
Path Island.
And that last
I
card that
think
we
it's
started
sword.
with, I think it's a land. I think
It's definitely a land. A Mesa, I believe.
yeah, it looks like a Mesa. Yeah, almost positive it's a Mesa. Kibler draws Jit.
All of a sudden, a 1/1
I'm gonna
becomes a
attack.
3/3.
Yeah, he's got a Scalding turn, so he just sacks that and gets Sacred Foundry, right?
Yeah. He's got to hold off for that negate in his hand.
It's going to be 3 damage. I'm getting a Sacred Foundry.